the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Stephen Kwabena Opuni, former Cocoa Board Chief Executive Officer, or one of the numerous former President John Dramani Mahamad's appointees. Ya omu ejina emrenimu for various charges, including causing financial loss to the state. Dr. Opuni, according to the charges, the Office of the Attorney General, the board say the procurement of fertilizer be a friend of the low to weight fertilizer. And your man ye fertilizer no abebo o my Ghana ka enti wabo o my no ka twitwi die. Enra court echo asetra was asem no. Na in fact, prosecution witness Beka say days to the approval of the Lutovate fertilizer, an amount of 25,000 cedis, it was 250 million, was deposited in Dr. Stephen Kwabena Opuni's personal EcoBank account by Nipa or ye in charge of Agricot, your money supply Lutovate fertilizer, your friend Seidu Agongo. Now, according to the Office of the Attorney General, the Muchire said 25,000 CDC na a part of a bribe allegedly. Ya Seidu Agongo nene Agricot. Etuya Edema Stephen Kwabena Opuni. Na Mr. Reginald Eduakwa, or your former banker Edema EcoBank. Eruna Oka Edichire Court say some 217 million cedis financial loss case against former Cocoa Board CEO Stephen Kwabena Opuni and half a businessman Seidu Agongo. Onu de onimni say some 25,000 cedis was deposited in Dr. Opuni's personal EcoBank account by Mr. Agongo on 3rd of October 2014. According to the former banker, the former Cocoa Board CEO, his own money. Now, interestingly, the contract to approve Lutovate as the only fertilizer for Cocoa Board was signed on the 10th of October 2014, into a week after, say, Seidu Agongo, businessman at the Agricot, had deposited an amount of 25,000 cedis into the personal EcoBank account of Stephen Kwabena Opuni. Kwambe so NSSK FR so a reflective Opuni accounts no witness ni chichiri yankwai. Detective Chief Inspector Thomas Prempe Mesa oye investigator ewa asemi mu eka chire court say the 7th prosecution witness in 2021 chiremua stories of Dr. Opuni oye first accused person and second accused person Mr. Seidu Agongo regarding the 25,000 cedis paid in Dr. Opuni's personal account. It didn't match. Now, according to him, while Dr. Opuni in his statement to the police actually say he gave the money to A2. A2 no the former banker with EcoBank to be deposited in his account. Former banker A2 also on the other hand, he doesn't remember, but they were kindly say Otuya 25,000 cedis into Dr. Stephen Kwabena Opuni's personal account to cater for needy children in TNU. Dr. Opuni say, actually on the statement we say, Otuya sika 25,000 cedis, and our sika 25,000 cedis. Edema, Mr. Reginald Eduakwa, your former banker with EcoBank, say Mr. Reginald Eduakwa, entry sa 25,000 cedis and found to or no Stephen Kwabena Opuni account. And I busa witness, Mr. Reginald Eduakwa say okay bibi sa. Mr. Reginald Eduakwa say on kai bibi asa, but one day they will kindly say or no tuya sika of 25,000 cedis into Opuni's account to cater for needy children. Needy children call it but on kai Opuni na this kind man say now, when cross-examination was going on, was another interesting revelation. And now the conflicting report by Mr. Reginald Eduakwa and Stephen Kwabena Opuni, and my state argue say, Sikano, 25,000 cedis was meant to bribe Dr. Opuni to clear the way for Cocobo's procurement of Litovate liquid fertilizer from Mr. Saidu Agongo's company, Agricot Ghana Limited. Now, testifying on the matter, however, Mr. Eduakwa, who was Dr. Opuni's relationship manager at EcoBank, told the court in his evidence in chief that Mr. Agongo's deposit was on behalf of Dr. Opuni. After the baby asamna copy ni say Mr. Saidu Agongo mum and the deposit is on behalf of Dr. Opuni. This is asamna 3. Dr. Opuni channel the witness statement we say ono ne ma regional de do akwani sika se on deposit on account. Regional de do akwana we witness ni say on kai say Dr. Opuni and this kind of man, but your kind say ono deposit an amount of 25,000 cedis in the name of Dr. Stephen Kwabena. Now, further cross-examination, Mr. Eduakwa saying can be on say through his evidence in chief, say Mr. Saidu Agongo, ono na ye agriculture penyini, in charge of the Lutovit liquid fertilizer, and the deposit is on behalf of Dr. Opuni. Yanto so bon say anono sasa. Now, according to him, Dr. Opuni, a high network client, would typically bring money to the bank where he called, and I meet him on the premises of the bank's car park, pick up the cash, deposit in his account, following which I will inform him of the deposit. Regarding the 25,000 cedis deposited by Mr. Agongo, however, Mr. Eduakwa record, Dr. Opuni had called typically, alerting me that he would come to the bank to make deposit. He called subsequently in the course of the day that he would not be able to come and make the deposit himself as he typically does. According to Mr. Eduakwa, only Dr. Opuni relationship. Now in that relationship, typically, Dr. Opuni edisika eba bank. No discover banker. Or type friend no emani shiano ewo bank no car park. Na ono Mr. Eduakwa no apeke apps kano na wa deposit the ato Dr. Stephen Kwabena Opuni na account mo. Na sa pepe ena sa day isi na wo kire ma sa 25,000 cedis no. O kire se Mr. Agongo the deposit here no. Mr. Eduakwa say okai ye pan say typically of Dr. Opuni. Dr. Opuni friend no say obeba bank ababa be deposit. Now in the course of the day, Dr. Opuni sa friend bi say on to me my bank. Enye deposit no ewo ono ankasa se dia no otaye no. Then no o say subsequently o san friend bi say on to me emfa sika no emma bank himself Dr. Kwabena Opuni. Enti obasoma obi ema nipa no de sika no aba bank aba deposit ewo na account. Na according to Mr. Eduakwa, Dr. Opuni ebo nipa no o disika no ebetu na account no mo EcoBank woni di, but on kaidin. But the okai ni se na din no eye enodin name. Yentie asem ni you. Mr. Eduakwa say okai say Dr. Opuni friend no ka kire ne say 1 sika no ntumi informa bank enti no or the sika no small obi ama na be deposit on account. Now the question here is Mr. Eduakwa yi ka kire ye say ade a Dr. Opuni taye ne say otan hia no e wo car premises na wo the scam man ama na deposit on account, but this time around there Dr. Opuni friend say on to me for sika no ma bank premises wompo, but or the sika no e small obi e ma nipa no e de aba deposit on account no EcoBank. And Mr. Eduakwa ne ka kire ye say nipa no obe deposit sika no wo Dr. Opuni account mo. Dr. Opuni na nkasa personally ebo nipa ne din kire on kai din no, but the okai ne say na din no eye no din ni. Kwa offer so on kai din no, but okai say din ye no din ni de. It is only up to Mr. Eduakwa. So he said he will give my number to the fellow to call me when he gets to the bank. So I received a call from the gentleman mentioning his name, which I said cannot remember. that Dr. Opuni has sent him to deposit some money into his personal account. I explained to him that I was busy at the moment, so he had to wait for me to come down at a point to assist him. I delayed a bit, and when I went downstairs and called the number which had previously called me, the person explained to me that he had done the deposit and left because I delayed. I went to check on the account to confirm the deposit and went ahead to call the client, in this case, Dr. Opuni, to advise that the deposit had been made by the person he sent, but I wasn't able to assist. Mr. Duakwa explained. And Mr. Duakwa chiremo hanom say, nipa no dru bank wono ofre wono Mr. Duakwa say Dr. Opuni asem no a wo ka kire no no e na wa ba oba be deposit says can no account. Meti according to Mr. Duakwa, in fact na ondensa aso adwuma bi mu ana o ye nti na wa ye busy enti no na omada we ma nipa no a Dr. Opuni so ano no e deposit sika no into the account. Enti according to Dr. Duakwa, mira wo frɛ nipa no say afei na sebe ne ho ahen ha no nti wo ba bebo ano no e na nipa no reply ne say wo tua sika no dia to Dr. Opuni account so mo bi ti na wo so frɛ Dr. Opuni na wo ka kire ne say wa confirm from the account say sika no nipa no say wo betua no nipa no ayede wo tua sika no awie, but unfortunately emo a na say wo no Mr. Duakwa ya oye former banker ewo Eco Bank o de boa say nipa no betua sika dia to Dr. Opuni account so want to me emphasis amwano. Now let's listen to this. Mr. Duakwa sa confirm say nipa no Dr. Opuni soma no ofre no na ofre no obo ni din di kire ne say many asomasia Dr. Opuni asoma me say me for 25,000 emeto the personal account mo Eco Bank, but eno nso bio Mr. Duakwa say on kaidi. Asked by Mr. Samuel Kujo, lead counsel for Dr. Opuni, about what he made of the claim by the prosecution that the money was a bribe from Mr. Agongo to Dr. Opuni, the witness said, I don't think it is in my place to determine it as a bribe or not. What I know is what I have narrated to the court. The circumstances surrounding how the money was deposited in the account, I cannot tell. And from the circumstances which I have narrated to the court, the depositor had already left when I came down. Again, I cannot tell who is the owner of this 25,000 cedis that was deposited into the account of Dr. Opuni. Pressed Mr. Kujo, to which Mr. Duakwa responded, I believe the money would be for Dr. Opuni. As the purpose for which the money is used for, I cannot tell. It is only left for the depositor and Dr. Stephen Kwabena Opuni. Mr. Duakwa also told the court he never met Mr. Agongo nor anybody from Agriculture. The witness also noted that it was not out of the ordinary for Mr. Agongo to have done the deposit straightforwardly. Indeed, there were various ways he could have done that transaction without my knowledge, he added while under cross-examination by Mr. Benson Nutipoi, lead counsel for the second and third accused persons. Additionally, he said he saw nothing wrong with the transaction. And Mr. Duakwa chiremwa nipa askan fi no ho ontumi kire saa so na botayenti nipa ntu SS kan ontumi kire, but on the okaya ne say nipa be betu aska ye 25,000 cedis into the personal account of Dr. Opuni. Onu anu a in the earlier statement oka say the money was to be paid into Dr. Opuni's account for needy children. In his witness for needy children, at the tail end was say he cannot confirm the purpose with which the amount of 25,000 cedis was paid into Dr. Opuni's account. Nipa otu eskano onim. Parosa ka bi on say 25,000 cedis there. Obi a betumi ababa betua ewo bank the ama Dr. Stephen Kwabena into who anything wrong with the entire transaction. How do you see this whole hula balloon back and forth, back and forth, back and forth? How do you see it? Saying a wusi huno. Saying a wife Jenny from the witness statement, Mr. Duapa. Yeah, now Oye Juma Ewo Eco Bank Ghana Limited as Dr. Opuni's relationship manager. Saying I will see who on the witness statement, ACFR. Because I'm telling you, the comment section.
Mention South constituency, and on step in. No making sure say as you give a constituency no any asantiment. Look, asantiment now penny pay DMPP and who me and son. What man to put penny account?
Papa penny movie pa. What say? I wonder why people can stick to lies but cannot defend NDC propaganda. But I go say it will be in the best interest of Dr. Mwatupoku Prempeh to step in and call his constituency executives to order.
You can't wear a didn't party. You didn't party more Pambeso.
Now, what I say will be a little
more traffic and more judgment to Bassa no Mufie. Nabana, you're born upon the February, you know. What move the Mumuhan who in answer far the phone actually because of my idea.
You can best three performing ministers, sir. First three, but I'm not to Prempeh.
May I look, I've been on record. Say memaka so many times. Say na pan Ministry of Education. I can implement it. But no so chere say ninti sankro for say party no sentiment mu amenka. Asantiment mu vote so by 2% when MPP is doomed.
Yes.
Yeah, that say. Yeah, you see what won't you say no betimi afa say na person fa ne bia. Asante pacho bo amene nya adwuma hakra bi o ha na yemfa enwuma no a ya yegu ho no ese chairman tonton bohu dawuru na wo so omo no eno na wontumi a wo tan no ye de ni TV ni radio no e bebo ho dawuru no MPP na na kufu adu nyuma wa ye no asante me sendo all African games be koso Ghana ma sendo two facilities aben aye aje se buru adwene nkyase so me ni asante obetimi afei mu bia okay so any kan fa we momne ye hwe cdc etie Tigono, where University of Ghana, stadium no, and I just say, Mampany, Ebayo, Abeshe, Ayina, kama, African Games are Ebaso Ghana no, where University of Ghana for the no, unse correct pa. University of Ghana stadium, ya no, and yenne. So, I'm a Mampany Kupon Fias me boy.
For time, one corner, and so chairman, the real vice chancellor no honor was that he was saying,
you know,
the very University of Ghana the sports stadium.
As
somewhere on a number of games. And where sports stadium and kasa for football ni America two no into where University of Ghana sports stadium and kasa. You see the current state of University of Ghana sports stadium no any other yes other facilities e kan ho a on be use their African games no no na pay ye the extra ye wia ya de botema de no so betro na de febro so and de febro so nti we nyina ye facility a won say rubber sheshe ho brand new Akufo Addo aben waye na osu enti Akufo Addo aben and edi say adwuma nyina fe papa me ka say nyina adwuma gusu ekoso omunwie adwuma gusu a ekoso ti we ni adwuma na na do aye say ayi chairman tontom as constituency chairman no bohu dawuru wonye nti me say we ye omo training pitches ni bi Robbie
rugby na RUGBY ana mo na yenye Ruby di no ma tree
mistake aba nsa contem
mo ko mo fa ji ni nsi
na fa nsi bo okay ti eno no nti asante we see okay we hwe aha ye baby a hostel facilities na mo see a omo de athletes ne beda no on say inside ni o kama nti mo beba no nyina baby say awon beba ni nyina mo betumi ka be bia fefe
ya na fonso ye ti ayi o na say
wow Mampany Akufo Addo aba adwuma pa o ebuso ti bra Facebook movement TV
we say we ye
na me come refer be no for amode be
we press ko for time see you
ai amare fa bi shini nyina kama e de be hosti a friend saying omo ba be tum ka jump ne ade ne ba hosti omo nyina enti kama mo bi jump jump nyina asante fe yan fa boteman fa boteman so ha boteman ni o da sebre we dey brand new from scratch Akufo adu na sini nyina
me for na se bo video bi kra o
we dey Akufo adu na sini nyina from scratch ono an ne kodo ho eye che bibia se ai bibia
that's a table tennis
chi ai wo hanko ai ni mo hanko mo chi
table tennis
chi se ha be ye enu ye den americana
long tennis
on
tennis
long tennis
any a friend tennis na ba ku ni table tennis tennis eti
ka wi ti ni free order
okay eti
na ka e de be
eti facility ni nyina we dey botema dey ni nyina Akufo adu na esi ni nyina fresh from the scratch e dey akwa kosi na wie
me kwa me ka say ansu che me pa twa nya ansu ayi na meka kojo